She missed the game because no one had planned for overtime. The stadium lights were already on, her helmet was in the back seat, and both parents were trying to rearrange pickups while she sat there wondering where she belonged. That one missed playoff changed a custody weekend and even ended up in court. Welcome to Danny's Den. Let's chat. Today, I want to walk you through the exact language, quick scripts, and documentation habits that stop a small schedule snag from becoming a long-term custody mess. Quick promise, by the time we're done, you'll have sample season and playoff clauses you can adapt, 2 short messages to swap when a game pops up, and a 1-page checklist for evidence that judges actually look for. No legal filing in this episode, just practical, usable tools.
First, how courts usually think about extracurriculars in one line. Courts care about the child's stability and routine. So a kid who's played on the same team for years will have that activity weighed heavily in best interest decisions.
Look, don't skip this. If your parenting plan explicitly addresses sports and travel, a judge is much more likely to enforce that agreement than to invent a solution. That's the power of specific wording.
Also, modifications usually require a material change in circumstances. One missed game here or there probably won't move the needle, but recurring disruptions that harm schooling or emotional well-being can. So you want 2 things: prevent fights up front and document consistently so a pattern is visible if needed. Now, picture this. Practice Friday night, a tournament Saturday that might go late, and the usual custody exchange Sunday. Who drives, who pays for the hotel, and who gets the kid for the important playoff. That exact weekend is where vague orders fall apart. So here's a tidy way to handle all of it in a parenting plan without reading like a novel. First, define seasons by date ranges tied to coach-confirmed schedules. Something like fall soccer season runs August 15th to November 30th for purposes of this agreement, subject to coach-confirmed dates. That baseline cuts arguing about what counts as season. Second, fold priority rules into the same paragraph so they read as connected decisions, not separate bullets. For example, practice times should be accommodated within reason and do not automatically displace scheduled parenting time. Game days, when notice is provided in accordance with this agreement, take priority over routine social activities. That tells parents how to weigh things without guessing. Third, spell out transportation and cost allocation in the same block, so logistics aren't an afterthought. The parent exercising parenting time for a game is responsible for drop-off and pickup unless otherwise arranged. Tournament travel costs will be split equally for events exceeding 1 day, unless parents agree in writing. Clarity here prevents the classic "I paid, you didn't" argument. Playoffs are where feelings spike and plans get messy. My favorite playoff clause is short and modular. Playoff priority. If a child's team advances, the parent with regular parenting time on that date has priority, provided they notify the other parent within 48 hours of confirmation and provide coach or team documentation. If both parents have an equal claim, playoff time will be split on an alternating basis unless agreed otherwise. It asks for notification plus proof, and it sets a fair default. For travel teams, add a temporary adjustment mechanism so parents can make workable, quick changes. Temporary adjustments. Overnight travel for travel teams may prompt reasonable temporary scheduling changes, agreed by email or text, and given effect unless challenged in writing within 72 hours. That encourages cooperation and time-stamped agreements. Ask coaches for 1-line confirmations. They're busy, but a sentence saves fights. Here's a template you can copy. Hi, Coach. Could you confirm the game date and start time for Saturday's playoff at blank? We are coordinating parenting time and would appreciate a 1-line confirmation. Thanks. Short, neutral, and coach-friendly. Communication tone matters almost as much as the words. When you propose a swap, keep it kid-focused and transactional. Try, "Hey, my kids' team just advanced to a playoff on Saturday. Can we swap that day? I can handle game drop-off and we'll make up your parenting time on Sunday afternoon." And a simple neutral reply if you're the other parent. "Thanks for the heads up. I can do Sunday afternoon. Please send coach confirmation by text." Short, confirms cooperation, and asks for documentation. No drama.
Protecting the child from parental tension is the real win here. Agree on at least one ritual that survives exchanges. A shared warm-up playlist, a quick handshake, or a post-game snack spot. Rituals give kids that steady anchor, even when logistics shift. Trust me, it helps.
Now the documentation checklist. This is what actually matters in court. 1. Calendar screenshots with timestamps. 2. The coach's confirmation email or text. 3. The exchange texts or emails where you agreed to a temporary change. 4. Receipts for travel or tournament fees. Keep these in a dated folder or a simple shared cloud folder so nothing looks after the fact. A small habits hack. When you receive a coach confirmation, forward it to the other parent with one line, forwarding coach confirmation for Saturday's game, so there's a clear, contemporaneous record you both see. That single step reduces disputes dramatically.
Quick sports and music reset before we close. Think about team rituals like the Eagles tailgate playlist or a Yankees pregame breakfast. Those small, repeated acts are memory anchors. Pick 1 or 2 traditions to keep constant across households. And hey, try a 2-minute breathing track with your kid before a big game. It's simple and it works.
3 concrete things to do this week. 1. Reread your parenting plan and highlight any gaps about seasons, playoffs, or travel. 2. Draft a short addendum using the season, playoff, and temporary adjustment language we covered and send it as a neutral proposal. 3. Start the documentation habit. Capture coach confirmations and calendar entries for the next month. If you're facing repeated disputes, talk to a local family lawyer about formal modification options.
A brief legal reminder. This episode provides general information and drafting ideas. Family law varies by state, and procedures differ. For formal orders or filing modifications, please consult a local attorney who can tailor language to your jurisdiction.
If this episode helped, please subscribe to Danny's Den so you don't miss future episodes that blend law, parenting, and sports. If you'd like more hands-on help, send a quick private message on the podcast platform to request a consult, or visit the show's website to book time. Let's chat.
Thanks for listening to Danny's Den. If you have a specific legal issue you're looking for assistance with, please send me a private message on the platform or visit the website to book a free 30-pick consultation to see if I can help. You can also leave a comment with episode topics you'd like covered. Let's chat.